Well, the CBC's Cameron McIntosh is back with me. He's been listening in live in Winnipeg. So, Cam, did we glean some more details there about these three incidents?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit about country of origin. In the one incident where a man ran the border at Coutts and subsequently died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. We heard that he was a U.S. national. That the other group that tried to cross at Coutts were comprised of various nationals from various countries, as well as the group that was trying to cross into Manitoba back in January, which is pretty consistent with what we've seen in recent years when it comes to the border, particularly watching it here in Manitoba. And I should really mention too, Andrew, that this is an issue that goes both ways. There is traffic trying to come out of the United States into Canada and also traffic trying to go from Canada into the U.S. Just going by U.S. Customs and Border Protection numbers here in Manitoba, there are 259 people that they caught trying to cross into the United States. Now that was down actually from 2003. In Alberta, that number was more around 100, and that number was also slightly down. I can tell you though, authorities, given some of the rhetoric that has come out of the White House lately about immigration and deportations, are expecting to see a swing in traffic coming towards Canada, as happened in 2017 and 2018. So up until September, the latest numbers that are available from Canadian authorities, there were 130 people trying to cross into Manitoba. There were 380 that filed an asylum claim at a port of entry in Alberta. So, as I say, there's traffic going back and forth both ways. We're hearing again, too, from the Assistant RCMP Commissioner here, Lisa Moreland, warning about the dangers of this. Quite often when people are trying to make these crossings, they're not walking down an established road. They're trying to walk through a farm field full of snow. And just imagine how difficult that might be when it's cold out, when you don't have the proper boots or anything like that, and you don't know where you're going. And typically, this happens in the dead of night when people are trying this. So she's warning about this. Also, again, just to reemphasize her emphasis on using this opportunity here to show the technology that the RCMP is using along the border. So fixed thermal imaging cameras all along the border, fixed wing aircraft that have thermal imaging that can be in contact with authorities on either side. The Americans have drones going back and forth, flying on the American side. And of course, Canada now has those 2 Black Hawk helicopters, soon to possibly be more, that are starting to patrol the border. There's one based here in Manitoba. It basically goes back and forth from here to Alberta, back and forth watching. RCMP haven't confirmed whether it's been in any sort of a apprehension or whether it's led to any sort of a blocking of people or an arrest of people after they cross the border. Also interesting, you gotta kind of realize the challenge in this is no one's really broken the law until they've actually crossed the border. Yeah. So if you're in Canada and you're getting ready to step over the border, it's not really up to the RCMP to stop you because you haven't really done anything yet, right? It's once you cross the border, it's the American officials that handle with that, and vice versa the other way. Someone that's trying to cross from the United States hasn't really broken a law yet unless they're involved in organizing some sort of human trafficking, but the person that's actually making that crossing hasn't actually broken the law until they've actually crossed the border. So that's the challenge on both sides for the RCMP, for U.S. border protection as well. So that's why they're talking a lot about being in contact with each other and really trying to defend the world's longest undefended border in a manner that keeps it safe and secure for everyone.
Cam, thank you. The CBC's Cameron McIntosh live in Winnipeg.